Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have a pretty exciting game coming up right now, but before I do that, I should introduce our guest, the Bears. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Roy, thank you for having me on. I'm excited. Get to see some CSGO action, INTZ versus New Identity, and I see some familiar faces from New Identity. I want to see what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, they've been on a tear lately. They've been performing out of their minds, and they're up against, of course, the Brazilian beast that is INTZ. I think the action's already begun, so we can just go ahead and just jump straight into the action while we talk over this really quickly. But I mean, this video was kind of unusual. I really did not expect this. It's Overpass is one of New Identity's probably best map, arguably right now in their map pool, and this was INTZ's map pick. So this is an interesting one.
Yeah, I wonder if INTZ maybe did a little research on New Identity, see what's their best map. Maybe they like it too, and say they can see some anti-strats. As you see right off the start here, there's 4A. 4 pushing long A and short A by INTZ, so maybe this is a little anti-strat.
Yeah, maybe it is. Kanji's already been gushed. He's going to go ahead and fall off the A control. No more confidence with that little HP. And Dazzle just destroyed Cello. And that's a lot of space to work with now. Mind you, there's still heavy presence towards the A site. Pretty much everywhere. But with that kill onto KNG, they might actually have passage towards the A site if they ignore long. But they want to battle it out.
Yes, indeed. The bomb is trying to make its way towards the bathroom. We have Wraiths. Wraith is already kind of pushed up all the way to the truck. Seb will take out Zan all the way over there. And Wrath is trying to distract the last person. He does take out Yell at the end. Nice patience, nice strat by New Identity. Even though INTZ had the push, they had the map control towards that part and long A. New Identity, they slowed it down. They were patient and they snuck up connector and kind of found a hole in the defense.
A little dynamic play to start off the match. I like it. Now, INTZ, of course, losing the pistol round, they will be limited on their economy, and they're going to go for the full save. Usually, I'm starting to see more and more teams buy on this second round, just so they can come super strong in the first gun round with Ops and Augs, but either passages are pretty viable, I'd say. But pistols, no armor, single flash for Yell. It's on the B defenses. It doesn't seem like New Identity will be ending B anytime soon for now, so this might be an incorrect stack for now. Let's see how it plays out. Destiny's getting all this information right now, so they actually might readjust the numbers before the commitment happens here.
Identity's not going to check the spot. Destiny's going to take out one before Dazzle cleans up the kill. And now it's going to slow it down just again. Kill the person connector. What's the next two move? Just take it together, work together. You saw a pistol. You saw they did not force buy. So at this point, I'd say just kind of take it in numbers, group up, and have the spacing tight so you can exchange those kills.
Yeah, it's exactly what's happening now with the 3 remaining players for New Identity are on their way towards the A site. Now, Yell is hearing all this stampede happening above him. I think he's going to call for that as well. And Wrath, I think he just has it on lock, and there it is. No real room for INTZ to breathe right here, especially now with the Molotovs coming in. The SMGs are hunting for that cash flow as well. Seb, John G. And
Money bags. Money bag McGee. So picking up 3 with the Mac Daddy. Is he going to bring out the AWP on the first gun round? Is he going to risk it for the biscuit? Or will he just play it safe and get an AK?
Oh, he's going to play safe.
He drops it. So being a good guy, teammate Seb, dropping the AK, keeping the Mac 10. Probably going to be an entry kill position.
Yeah.
Want to use those Mac 10s up close and personal.
Sure. I like this idea too because they actually equalize their money up. So even if they lose this round, they actually could still be on a buy if they can plant that bomb. Mind you, INTZ's on full Augs with 1 M4, no kits, no utility except 1 smoke remaining for Yell. That's all they have to work with, Erik. Literally, and the bomb's already been down. Shan just spots the bomb onto Relics. Of course, it can be recovered, no big deal, but that's a man advantage for INTZ. So off to a good start for the Brazilian side.
Yeah, it's smart move by INTZ. You're low in utility. You can't really play too passive. You want to try to get maybe an early advantage. So he pushed up long, got the kill, and fall back. The key is reposition yourself. Don't get the kill and keep pushing because you don't know how many T players are on that over by that playground. So he got the kill, fell back, playing safe. Now they have advantage, which can work.
Destiny now on top of the fence has eliminated Seb as well. I think he spotted the bomb, so now it's coming in. The flashbangs aren't nearly effective to deny this defenses. And it's all down to Dazzle now, and he's been mowed down by Destiny as well. 3K on the B hold. Really well played by him. 4 players alive, though, for the Brazilian side. That's exactly what they needed for their economy. Now they can get the money bags, as you called it.
New Identity kind of getting picked up apart on their default. INTZ playing that really well, putting New Identity in a weird spot to try to make a play after being down 5 on 3. So now, as we talked about wait a minute, it's kind of a weird buy from New Identity. I don't know if that's a communication problem or what, but you have some Deagles, some AKs, a couple hero buys, which I've been seeing a little bit lately in the pro scene. Like 1 or 2 people would get full rifle and armor. The rest is saving.
Usually if I see a hero AK, it's usually one person that buys down to the no buy zone in the next round. This time there's 2 players doing that, so it's a little bit awkward. And Shand, he's not afraid at all. He's gonna remove Dazzle out of the round. That's gonna be an easy pick for him, and he gets to keep his life. There's some concession happening towards B, but the action is mostly towards the A site right now.
Right.
Okay, Rat, that's one way to get a pick. Yeah.
Take what you can get right there, and INTZ, 2 of their players are down to 50 HP. Oh, Zan tried to sneak on through, but Wrath, too smart. Spidey senses goes, and now the game's going to equalize a little bit. New Identity is pretty spread out. INTZ is kind of trying to play a little defensive. On this map, you can rotate pretty quickly through the CT spawn, so no reason to be too aggressive at this point, being one person.
And it seems like New Identity, based on their bomb positioning and how they're rotating, they do want to hit that B site. Now, mind you, there is a lurk on the A site, and technically they still have time if they rotate up through water to get to A, but the longer they wait, the longer that's impossible. And Janji will soon realize that A site's cleared, and he's going to go on the heaven flank, but does it get there in time? That's really the question.
And with A being clear,
they're risking it.
New Identity is going to rush back.
Oh, no,
they don't have much time. They have to turn back now. This is a disaster for New Identity. You can't hesitate in these situations. And INTZ will clean it up. You hate to see something like that with just little time left on the clock. You have the A bomb site wide open, but you don't have enough time to go back. Unfortunate for New Identity. And great call by INTZ to stack a bomb site. Sometimes in those 3-on-4 kind of situations where you're down a person, sometimes stack a bomb site. If they go A, you just save the guns for next round. You know, just play it like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's super viable, especially for the economy, right? If they don't come, no big deal. We lose a round, okay, but we get to keep our weapons. Nice nade coming out early right here. Dazzle's brought down to almost half, so that's off to a good start in terms of harassment. And INTZ, they have a lot of control right now. They have Shandy peeking over towards Party. They know that most of the numbers here are likely towards B site or New Identity. Plus, they have the 2 players inside connectors. That's an instant flank towards the B side. But here it is. A flashbang comes out. The hit's coming in towards the site. Destiny and Cello are finding the kill. Seth is able to respond back, and Wrath now does as well. The stampede happening towards water is heard by Wrath. He gets the dink off the KNG, but the reinforcements, it has arrived. All 3 defenders are towards water. But look at Relic's Bears. This is... Oh, man, it's going to get awkward.
Uh-oh.
That's the first. That's 1 of 3. Still has a lot of time left on the clock as well. He could take his time. He has an AUG. He has armor. This is super doable for Relics.
Very indeed. With 1 on 2, so the bomb is in sight. He has 40 seconds to work with, but Yell takes him. Great call by New Identity. Kind of thinking that INTZ might play a little aggressive towards the fountain in A area, but then a nice play by INTZ by having 2 people in connector ready to flake on any B execute by New Identity. So I guess both good plays by both teams, but INTZ comes out with a W on that round.
And mind you, that was mostly an eco for New Identity as well. So I mean, the damage is done, and it's in some ways it is a success for them. But now it is back on the gun rounds, 3-2. INTZ has managed to take the lead, and their money's looking a little bit rough for wear. And if they drop this one, this actually could be the double reset that New Identity needs. This could be the swing, or it could be the Brazilian side holding on to their dear lives with Destiny and Water finding 2. Yell does answer back on top of the con as well. Eventually, Relics finds a trade in towards Water in the connector flank, but the damage is done. INTZ have 2 men up right now.
Yeah, INTZ is picking apart. New Identity does not have an answer for the aggressiveness by INTZ. So I'm wondering if you got to maybe change it up, maybe call a timeout early. Yes, you have timeouts to use. I'd say, you know, it's still, the match is close. You don't want to wait too long before it's too late to come back. So it's not working too well for a New Identity just yet. I think maybe kind of simplified a little bit. Maybe more explosions fast like we saw on the Eco, but with guns.
Yeah, more gang play, like 4 players trying to break the dynamic default here for INTZ, but Relics has a player in front of him. And okay, economic damage, 35 seconds left on the clock. This is still doable for Relics, and they're giving away their lives to him. They're just throwing themselves at him. He has the bomb. He can easily recover it. That was the player that was holding the bomb previous, so I think he now realizes it's clear, but seconds left on the clock. This is tough. He has to beeline it pretty much. He has no choice.
Yeah, no choice at all, and both players for INTZ are in great spots to tackle this for Relic. He's not going to check the right corner, and Cello will take out Relic's 4-2 INTZ. Running away a little bit with this. As we see here, New Identity is going to have to get pistol armor. That'll earn the 4-round losing bonus. So, you can do the kind of stuff like this. Economically viable.
Pistols armor, keep the pressure up on INTZ. I mean, INTZ hasn't managed to make any of these rounds clean just yet. But there it is. The smoke, the flashes are coming off right here. KNG's feeling a lot of pressure. He's going to fall back with AWP. If they continue lingering around here, they could get messy, but Shandy's not missing shots right now, Erik. He's just hitting every single one.
That INTZ made that look a little too easy. One smoke and one flash could go a long way in those kinds of setups, especially on a choke point in that area on this map. There's so many little corners and peaks that the CGs can do from connector stands and bathrooms. You generally want to throw maybe a chain pop flash or Molotov smoke in one choke point and clear out the other. And Dazzle will take out King Vito. Cello's going to respond with a wall on Relics. Cello with another kill on Janji. Wrath is cleaning it up, and it's a 3-on-3 situation. Yell does have control of the playground area. And as he clears out the fountain, he's going to fall back and play more defensive setup. This is going to be a win for INTZ. I think, usually on CT side, T's have the advantage if it's, even numbers. But I think with the momentum of this match and how INTZ's been playing, this could look good for them.
Wait, this is really awkward. Dazzle has all the information that they've fallen back on the A site. I wonder if he's going to continue calling. Yeah, they're just going to commit to the B hit. Even though Dazzle knows they're starting to fall back and reinforce the B defenses, this could end poorly for New Identity.
True that, but look at all the utility on New Identity. They have a lot to work with. So maybe in this situation, do you want to risk it and expose yourself by tossing a whole bunch of nades, or do you want to contact and maybe try to out angle a person as high?
I think they're going to go for the safer option and throw the utility over. The flashbang to allow the monster players to come out, and Destiny will be the first point of contact. And man, he's so solid on the B defenses. But Wrath and Dazzle have eliminated and decimated the B defenses, and it's all down to Yell. 1 versus 2. He's smoked out in heaven. Is he gonna? Oh, does he risk this? No, he's gonna wait it out. Okay. Well, it's
Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. Wrath is kind of an awkward spot. He does take out Yell though, 13 HP. New Identity put a round on the board. First round in 6, pretty much.
Yeah, remember, they've done a pretty good job keeping the economy low. So, I mean, INTZ will have a buy right here, but it will be ragtag in some ways. They're downgraded to 2 SMGs, not just 1. And they don't have a single kit on the board as well. I'm surprised not to see a single player kind of sacrificing for at least a single kit. But I guess if it doesn't come down to a retake, it doesn't really matter. And how aggressive INTZ has been playing, I'm not that surprised. But it's going to be long control coming out. KNG holding it down, but a missed shot. That's not an opportunity that he could pass up on. That should have been an easy kill for him. New Identity. They get to keep their lives for now and long gate control. So, not bad so far for the T side.
Not bad at all. And INTZ going with the aggressive play still. They took over water, so this allows them to rotate extra players towards A, where New Identity set up to Dazzle here is going to be a very important role to stay alive and give information for his team. He cannot die in the spot. It's going to be very bad for New Identity. Relic gets picked off by King Vito. We've seen King Vito just be a monster with an AWP. Even some people put him on the same par as Fallen in his prime, but Fallen is established.
Wow, that is so unlucky for Destiny. As soon as he looked to check his right, they come out the door. He must be so upset with that one. Now, with that kill, I think New Identity is starting to realize and recognize that there is a big gap here in the B defenses. Only Yell stands inside the pit. He's been spotted and eliminated by Sepp, so now they have a lot more breathing room. KNG, the cavalry, has arrived. There is a player on the flank, but he's not even going to go flank. He's going to pick up a weapon and come back through spawn.
And I don't know why he's going for it now. You have no kit, as we talked about earlier. It's a 2-on-4. Just save the AWP. You're really low on money. You need to save all you can. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
I guess so risking the MP9, not terrible.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to go for kills, but then again, you're still going to have to save. Maybe next round even better. Like even though it hurts to do it, maybe be a little safer. Maybe try to get the kills as they're exiting the bomb site, like right now. He kind of gave himself no chance to get any exit kills by going
Right.
so early on that retake,
Mm-hmm.
especially when his teammates aren't even in position to kind of, I guess, capitalize on his sacrifice. So a little communication timing error from INTZ.
For
And
sure.
nice call by New Identity. You gotta hand him a little credit. INTZ had 4 people stacked towards A, and Dazzle with a really good lurk, eventually getting that kill in B and opening up the bomb site for them.
Yeah, that kill water was massive. A little bit of timing, a little bit of decision making, but still a kill nonetheless. And G looking for the early pick. I think the flash and smoke are going to send him back so you can at least reinforce the B defenses. But he spotted nothing crossing. But I think they're just going to stay stacked B for now.
Yeah, might as well let you do that. KNG is going to try to get as much information as he can off in long A. Allow his teammates to kind of cheat towards B.
UCL.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Those are 2 kills that probably shouldn't have happened. Now INTZ might run away with this round. It's a 3-on-1. Dazzle with 30 HP. This is not good. But Dazzle does get the kill, bringing in the 1-on-2. Here, Roy, the bomb's in B. Doesn't look good for Dazzle.
Yeah, I mean, it's in full possession right now of the INTZ side. And those flashes were just so effective. But Dazzle with 28 HP has me worried, especially now with Shandy picking up the AK-47. I think the side of it is spotted by KNG, and it is secured. INTZ, that was just straight up robbery right now. They have just stolen a round away with that single AK, that single lob they had from the round before. And they managed to steal a round away from New Identity. Luckily for them, they still have money for AKs and other weapons. It's going to be full AKs, okay? Full utility as well. Not too shabby of a purchase, but I mean, that's a round that should have been, this should have been a 5-5 right now, easily.
Pretty much that kind of a gimme for New Identity. I mean, INTZ did have 2 guns for them. You know, you take what you can get, and New Identity gets punished for taking that B without checking every corner. And KNG with a strong kill on John G and Cello, taking out Seb, and a New Identity within the first 30 seconds of the round, they get taken out. 2 players.
The Rat's taking down Shanna's going to get KNG by himself, but with that missed shot, Relics is going to spring from the element of surprise and shut down KNG. Now the A side is completely dark. Look how far Destiny is on the flank, though. He has not only bomb now, but he has so much control, and he has the element of surprise, and he's going to get at least 1 out of it, and a potential second onto Relics, but no, he is able to answer back. That's the bomb control recovered, but it's down to 2s, and there's still a minute left on the clock. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse from here. Neither team really knows where the other's headed right now.
Yeah, 2-on-2 situation, you can really do anything as long as you probably do it together is usually the best play, is do together, exchange kills. INTZ is a forced kind of play spread out here. So the advantage is New Identity. They could work this really well. All they got to do is outshoot Cello. He only has 50 HP. So... Oh, he gets taken to low HP, but Dazzle can't finish the kill. Now Relics are 2. Doesn't look great.
At least he has Cello stuck on the right side, but Cello barely angles out Relics. That's really well played by Cello. Nice moving right there. And it is INTZ once again hanging on by a thread. A 7-4 lead now. And it's starting to look a little bit more into the realm of sanity here on Overpass CT side. They have a lead. New Identity has 4 rounds on the board. They can get 5, they can get 6 on the T side. That's a great job. INTZ, anything from here is... I mean, anything over 9 rounds is pretty much a superb CT side finish.
So what I've learned on taking Monster of B mid-round, never go down the stairs. Jump off to the side. Because people will always see your feet first. Like we saw Cello and the other team that plays towards Monster. They look for that stair spots. They hop up on that little ledge, like really deep Monster, just so you can see feet. Just avoid the stairs if you can.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a brawl on the A site right now. All 7 players in the server are here, but I think there might be rerouting. The bomb's starting to head back. The players are starting to shift back as well. Body language suggests a retreat. Positions still say contemplating the A hit. Again, this is where INTZ is stacked right now. If a New Identity decides to hit this could end well for them.
Yeah, not at all. But New Identity, they are taking their time. Maybe they'll make INTZ second guess themselves after not hearing anything for so long. But INTZ might not bite it. They're just going to stick their ground, gamble stack it. Destiny missing the shot on one of the new identity players. And like that, Identity will clean up the site, take the round, and almost a stolen round. Pretty much stealing round again out of INTZ. With a hero buy from Wrath getting those 2 kills, really set the tone.
Wow. This game is shaping up to be so brawly. I mean, this is just madness right now. Pure individual talent shining through right here with good decision making from the whole squad, I would say, from both teams. So 7-5, yes. There's still a lead here for the INTZ side. They do only have a single rifle in this round, though. It's just pocket AKs in terms of CZs. They have a MP9. They don't have a single kit on the board as well, Erik. Again.
No kit. Sacrifice some head armor for kit, please. You don't need... Not everyone needs head armor if they're all AKs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Always get 1 kit. You always get 1. Just get 1. You never know.
Right, put it on an anchor. If it falls right there, nice boost coming out. Destiny is able to eliminate Dazzle. That could be a weapon recovered too if they get... Yeah, there it is. They do go for it.
Oh, that's like... Oh, Destiny not shutting the door behind him. I would have shut the door, but you know what? I paid attention to those little details.
Nothing like a little paranoia to settle in when the door's open, huh?
I know. Now they can just walk on through. They don't have to second guess themselves. Do we open the door? Are they there?
Now, while we're saying this, there's an absolute brawl happening towards Long A, but the control is successful for New Identity. They went 2 for 1 and managed to equalize the round up a little bit right here. Now, mind you, INTZ is a little bit lost in terms of where to allocate their numbers, but they are going to choose A, which is rightfully so. That's where the pressure is seen last, but 30 seconds left on the clock. Someone piece long here and falls. If Destiny falls early, Cello is pretty much baiting, but that smoke blocks off Destiny's vision as well, so he's going to have to reposition a worse truck.
Oh, Wrath spam through the smoke. Gets a person that truck. And the flank from King Vito taking out Seb. Now it's a one-on-one situation. He knows where he is. Where is he? Oh, Destiny with the smoke flank taking out Wrath. Oh, so close. And what a force buy from INTZ. And one thing I did notice a little bit is that New Identity Dazzle is leading a lot with his lurk. I think INTZ is kind of aware of this right now, and I think they should mix it up where Dazzle is more of a pure lurk, not trying to lead and find information, and be more of a backstabber instead of an entry killer as the lurk. I think that would be a little nice adjustment.
That is a fair point. INTZ seems to be playing like more so favored on the side of stacking than getting information. There it is, though. Rat finds the opening frag. At least something is going their way early right here. And INTZ, if they can pick up this round, they might be able to close off the remaining half. So this could be very well a double-digit finish, but unless, of course, New Identity has something to say about it. Now, I think they might just be satisfied with the one man up. And they're going to fall. They've abandoned all A control. They're falling back towards Monster. There's only a single defender right here. It's Destiny in that same position that we've seen him be so effective in, but this is a 5v1, and I think INTZ, with the control they have towards A, they're starting to reinforce the B site, so I think the window of opportunity might have just left.
Well, now with the one dig like that, kind of opened up the bomb site like a can opener. But Cello will swing wide, he gets 2 kills. Janji smartly backstabs, gets the kill on Cello, 3-on-2 situation. No Identity, trying to get the bomb down. Janji doing work again, getting his 2nd kill of the round. And now Yell, oh, he's already flank, but he has a lot to do with no kit, 3-on-1. Oh, just barely killing Wrath. And then Janji will clean up with his 3rd kill of the round. New Identity, picking the right spot to choose on what to attack that round.
Yeah, managed to make it 8-6. Now the money here for INTZ is once again broken. But again, New Identity have lost, what, 2 of these rounds so far?
Yeah.
Not a round they can afford to lose right here. This could be almost a tie finish. That would be a great half for New Identity. Again, 9-6, pretty standard finish for Overpass. 10-5s, 9-6s are pretty common. John beating grenade early, but still managing to get the frag. So that's the opener going for the favor of New Identity. The Brazilian side once again fighting uphill here. Oh, he survives that.
Wow, I saw that. It was like just great timing and awareness by Wrath to check his flank. But it's going to slow it down. New Identity. He's going to try to slow it down, maybe regroup. They do have to get the bomb, which is dropped back towards T-spawn ladder. And INTZ, they're going to stack 3B. They're going to keep gambling, and that's been kind of how INTZ won some of these rounds on their CT sides by stacking bomb sites, and INTZ walking to the slaughter.
Wow.
And then 2 kills from Destiny brings it to a 3-on-3. What's going to happen?
This is so smart by New Entity. They're just walking out monster. They've shuffled the numbers a little bit, but all players are still here. All the remaining players are alive on the B site. Wrath is able to find 2 kills, but Destiny has 3 already on the board to his name, and Wrath barely shutting it down. 8-7.
Round by Wrath. Look at Wrath, 20 kills. The rest of the team 9, and they get 7 rounds. Wrath had so many entry kills and big picks that game, really helping New Identity scrounge up some of these rounds.
Yeah, Wrath's popping off. Destiny's doing really well himself. He's 21 and 11 as well. I mean, these are crazy performances from the top leaders right now for each side. Wrath 20 kills and 2.0 KD. That's insane. Here we go though.
Yeah.
Second half. We are in a new world now. INTZ, this is their map pick. So I imagine they're coming into the side with full confidence on the offense side. They have 2 sets of utility, one for Yell, one for Cello. 2 smokes, flashes, and a Molotov. And it's looking like an A execute. Probably double smokes for jump up and bank. Molotov as well for probably either truck or behind dice. And it's going to be flashes and all just flooding in.
RTC is using the numbers. They do have 4 players long. Cello's going to be smoking. I believe that's a truck smoke. Not jump up smoke. And here comes execute 2 bomb site. Kane Vito taking out relics and Johnny at the same time. And now the bomb site is open. INTZ will plant the bomb. And now New Identity have to push through smokes if they want to take the bomb. That does not happen. As kills are going left and right. And Dazzle taking out King Vito 2-on-3. No kit though.
There's a kit on the site. Yeah, it's near truck, but they're going to have to recover it when Wrath being down to 6 HP. I think that window of opportunity might have left, and there it is. Shandy, nice shot all the way from back long. And it is INTZ picking up the round win. So I guess initially HLTV was incorrect. I guess this is New Identity's map pick. I think it's been fixed now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which is what I figured, yeah.
Well, looks like there's going to be a tech pause right here. And INTZ that last round, just keeping it simple. Sometimes on pistols, just keep it simple, push together, overwhelm the pistols. Sometimes is the best strat. Oh wait,
Yeah.
maybe it's live. What the heck?
I think it's
It's
looking
live.
like it's live. Yeah, I was going to
It's
say.
live. So they're doing tech, and all of a sudden they said, nah, never mind.
Screw it. We'll play this one out. But yeah, jokes aside, this has been a lot more common now, especially on maps that are like scope heavy. Overpass is one of those maps. So just force up in the second round, get scouts, get pistols and armor, try to weaken the T-side economy. If you can steal a round, great. If not, you just come into the first gun round with a lot to work with. Shandy gets flashed in on Wrath and Janji finding the kills. A man up, plus information gained.
Yell's trying to find some information. Yell is by himself at A, but Destiny will take out Seb, who tried to peek towards Monster, gets punished for it. I'm not sure how many people he spotted, but Yell is going to just walk up towards this A bomb site. Dazzle, he gets spotted out behind the site. Now Dazzle's in trouble with the scout. Does not hit the shot on Yell. Now Yell has a free A bomb site, and then his teammate's coming right now. It's like, hold on, guys, we're coming.
Yeah, I mean, he has this on lock. Sitting default, waiting for the run through. Nice shot by Yell through the side of the box. That's nice. Janji and Wrath, the 2 young frags for the New Identity side. They're really far removed from this scenario. I think this might just be a save.
Yeah, save the armors for next round. Maybe if you get lucky, get someone that's trying to be too greedy. Maybe with a Mac 10 or something, but it's not worth going for it. 4 spot, you're going to ramp up for the AWPs. I'm surprised INTZ didn't 4 spy on their second round in CT. Because, you know, I think INTZ is strongest when they have an op setup. Like, especially double op setup, I think is one of their strongest setups. And a map like Overpass, you are able to double op and
Definitely.
then fall back. Like, especially in A, you have a gauntlet of op angles. You start at the fountain, you fall back to bathroom, you fall back to divider, you fall, you know, you can take like 5 op shots at least before they even get to the bomb site. And that can be very annoying to deal with if you're not good with your utility and flashes.
Yeah, I think besides Train, this is probably the most versatile in terms of op positioning. You can even
Yeah,
run like
you
2 ops
really-
on A and it's still viable, you know? Like you can literally do anything.
It's op long A, op short. Like they have to run through so many long angles, and the oppers have a chance to fall back multiple times.
Right, exactly. A little bit of kite action for the MMO players and RPG players, but
There you go. So orb walking.
yep. Now a new identity. Forcing up the last round means they don't really have much to work with in this one except pistols and armor, and the Mac 10 safe for Janji. A couple flashbangs as well, and it's a stack towards B. You know about the law of stacks, right, Eric?
What's the law of stacks?
Wherever you stack, there's a 90% chance the team goes to the other spot.
That happens a lot. At least in Pug. When you actually convince a pug to stack with you, it's usually they go to the other side. They rush the other side. Bomb's planted in 15 seconds when the round starts. Like what? It's okay. We move on. As Yal moved on onto the A-bomb site, killing relics. Now he's gonna go a little hunt and get some more dough for his money bags.
Look at just how much control Yell has. I mean, this round is virtually unwinnable by control alone unless this springs horribly wrong. Now, they are hunting for Yell. They know he's there. They go 1 for 1, but it's still max end money for Yell regardless, and it was just a CZ reward for Seb, so I mean, they're not too upset with that one. King Vito himself knows where Wrath is, and that's Wrath out of the server, and it's all down to Seb, and they know where Seb is, so I mean, this is unwinnable. It's just exit kills for Seb if he's lucky.
And he's not lucky.
Not lucky. Up against long range KNG with AK-47? Yeah, not lucky at all.
A little spicy here, and here comes one of the AWPs. Do we see 2? Probably not. One is good for now. Full utility, no kits.
Come on, guys. I am disappointed.
Get a kit. One guy. Just give me one kit. That's all I asked for. I was harping this in ECS all season. People were lacking kits, and I've seen many rounds where people lose because they don't get kits.
Right. So many scenarios just come down to that 1 second defuse too. Like if you had 1 extra second, they would have defused it. That's always a feels bad, man.
Oh, missed smoke by Seb. This might actually help him, actually. He does get the kill, and now 3-on-5 situation. INTZ looking a little lost on their T side, trying to lurk everywhere, but they're getting picked off by new identity.
A little rough for wear right now for the IF for the Brazilian side. KNG, I think he's trying to take the round into his own hands by starting to advance in bathrooms. If that's a big if, he can find the kill onto towards the A player. Maybe shuffle the players a little bit, allow Cello to find a kill of his own, maybe force new identity push into water where you can potentially double kill. KNG check Dazzle's position. It seems like he's looking for it, and he's gonna win the duel, but he gets dinked in the process, and that hurts. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Now, Cello has some room. The players are being shuffled, but New Identity are keeping 2 players here, and Relic's holding it down with the op, gets bomb control, and there's a wounded KNG. I think this round is pretty much over, Eric.
Yeah, great patience by Relics and New Identity to stay in that B bomb site, knowing they haven't saw the bomb. Don't everyone rotate. As soon as you see a smoke, hold your ground and see what happens. And that's exactly what Relics did. He gets 2 op kills in the round, starting a new leaf for New Identity. One of INTZ's biggest problems, at least in the last couple months, that I've seen, is their T side. Their T side looked very lackluster in general and confusing. Hopefully, they've had a couple weeks to really adjust and make progress on their T sides.
Wow, AK battling KNG. That's surprised Wrath is still alive. Luckily, the smoke from the Molotov made that a little bit hard for Wear, but the smoke is there. He needs a flashbang ASAP, otherwise it's going to be overwhelming, but they're going to go for the raw double peek. Wrath and Seb shutting it down. KNG does respond through the smoke of all ways, but the damage is already done. They have they're 2-man up. They have KNG down to 23 HP. This might be over already.
Yeah, great timing. Great peaks by New Identity on that monster. INTZ was set up about to explode right before they peaked, and they caught him off guard right as they're exploding out of that halls. And nice mowdown by Wrath, is just pretty much playing on fire right now, hitting almost every shot that he's in every duel, and just outplaying, out-aiming INTZ to the max.
Man, yeah, when Wrath is popping off, what can you even do, honestly? Everything you do, you're just getting melted by Wrath, like headshot instantly. What can you even do?
You have to outsmart him. You have to outsmart him. I mean, it looks like he's a low sense player, but I don't know. I've seen him turn around really quickly, so maybe it's hard for it to outsmart. Maybe he's just his overall great player. Just use numbers in a way that you don't get mowed down.
And Wrath is definitely one of the flashier players that I've watched recently on the come up. He's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, he's really good crosshair placement and just good awareness of not being caught off guard a lot, and that's that's a good skill to have in Counter Strike. You
I'd
know,
say so.
I mean, that's why people might think that you're a cheater because you have good awareness. Like it's too good. Rops is one of the people that come to mind. His awareness was really good in pugs and in general. He just has that patient style of play where when he peaks, he knows he's going to get a kill or two because he puts himself in those positions. And that's a really strong trait to have in CS:GO.
For sure, man. If you know you're in an advantageous situation, it adds like a layer of confidence to your play, right?
It's huge. It's huge.
For sure. Now it's going to be gang play for INTZ early towards the A site. Yell runs through the Molotov, which I imagine the smoke missed it by just a little bit. But he's going through the smoke alone. He has no support from flashes or grenades, and it's an easy pick for that.
There's a gun just thrown out the window right there. Take a couple $1,000s and just throw it away. That's what Yell just did, right? Ooh, nice shot from Destiny. Relics clean it up, though. Exchange the kill. Good timing and spacing by New Identity. Now you got AWP Relics to fall back, play the angle. King Vito getting shot up. 5 HP now. He's forced to fall back towards water. And now we play the waiting game. Where do we go?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how they could even put themselves in a winning condition right now. I honestly generally do not know how they would. And I think it's just gonna have to come down to KNG finding picks on the B site, but with 5 HP, that doesn't really leave him with much room for anything, really. Any of the weapons that they're holding is just a one-shot, pretty much.
Yeah, be smart just to save it again. Save the AWP for one more round if you can. It's going to be a little risky because you have such low HP. New Identity might feel inclined to push a little bit. They aren't the greatest on money, but they do have some. And it'd be really beneficial to try to kill KNG after the time. Obviously, they might know that he's low. Maybe not know exactly how much HP he has, but they have to have an idea that they did shoot him up just a little bit. And now with 16 seconds left, it looks like New Identity will not push. So play it safe. Try to get as many rounds as they can without losing. That's the key. That's the goal.
The loss counter is starting to stack up at the very least, so at least they'll sustain purchases from here on out. I think next round is a full loss.
It's going to be full loss if they lose. Now, the question is, you have an AWP, do you kind of force buy it with Galils, or just maybe pistol it up and buy next round? Because you're guaranteed another buy round next round, no matter what. So they will do the safer route. Let's get some pistols, maybe a little light. So what are you going to do? Are you going to lead with the AWP KNG or what?
Oh no, they're going for it. They're going for it.
I like this.
Oh, come on. I saw this work earlier today. Show me the money. Oh no!
Oh, what? He's looking for it. What a psycho.
Wow, the awareness of Wrath. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, what can you even do against that? There's literally nothing you can do except not die to him when he's entering. That's not a good way to fight back.
Got hit his head before he hits your head.
Jesus,
like
man.
Wrath is just too good right now. Yeah, with the AWP now. In this situation, you don't want to really drop another AWP to New Identity, so maybe throw it over the wall before you do it. Oh, no. New Identity's not going with the double AWP strat.
And suddenly we're tied up, Bears.
Yes, we did indeed. New Identity keeping their composure. INTZ, we're seeing a little bit of signs, of their previous playstyle. They're really lackluster on their T side. Just not a really great understanding of, I guess, timings and rotations to actually abuse. There's plenty of ways on this map where you can abuse rotation, at least push back the CTs where they play so passive that it gives you more map control. You gotta do one or the other. Burn rotation or make them play super passive where you could literally do anything on the map. If you let the CTs push, take too much map control, you're gonna get picked off.
Right.
Flanked. Oh my goodness, INTZ flood the smoke.
Uh-oh. And Relics is there too in the bathrooms with the AWP. Now, Dazzle towards long gate. Relics will be baiting for him from all the way back towards the Fallen.
It's a really good, strong setup.
Oh, Dazzle's getting antsy. Oh, he wants to peek us. I know he wants to peek this so bad.
Oh, the Molotov. Oh, did it hit? I think it missed a little bit. They're playing for it, against it. INTZ does clean up the kill, 2-1. Yell will clean up both the kills, now 4 and 3. Jonji's going to push in the smoke, catches Yell off guard. Did not expect that at all. And then a second kill onto Cello. 2-on-3 situation. Okay, King Vito though pushed up the spawn. He does take up Seb, and now in a flick of a wrist, there's a 2-on-1 situation.
Yeah, I think mid-running and late gaming, INTZ is just so good, but they struggle a lot with the early rounds for whatever reason. Now, Wrath is in towards Zen by himself. He's eliminated the bomb planter. That's Shandy eliminates. Oh, that's the KNG, and Wrath is just unstoppable right now. Literally unstoppable right now. What's his score? How many kills is he at?
30 kills. He has 30 kills right now.
Jesus, double.
Double of his last, so he's just really putting the team on his back. Getting multi-kill round. Every time he's getting these kills, it's multiple, 2-3 kills a round on average. Just playing above and beyond. He says he wants this. Wrath wants to win. He wants to win.
And it's called Winners League. You know what I mean? There's losing is not an option around here.
Oh, the 0 AWPs on INTZ. They do have full utility. What kind of strat they can work with here?
Yeah, again, they're doing really well with mid-rounding and end gaming, right? They're working the map correctly once they get on the site. It's really just getting there that they're really struggling with. And if they can just avoid leaking numbers early, I think they'll be fine for the late round.
Yeah, indeed. Bomb is left back on the playground area, so even though INTZ might get some map control here, someone has to go back and pick up the bomb. It's way back there, so Zan, it might have to be him, but he's watching this B flank. We'll see what INTZ will ends up doing here. 50 seconds left. They have 2 players short, 2 players long. Trying to work some A picks, maybe rotation.
Oh,
Dazzle,
wow.
he gets a shot through the smoke. That's unlucky.
Yeah, it's not only is that a kill, but that's pretty much information that there's presence towards the A site. And now Shandy abandoning B, Monster, and Water. I don't think going back B is an option, especially with this amount of time left on the clock. It's 27 seconds. The execute's finally coming in, and now the 4 INTZ players will attempt the A hit here.
Yell will take a Dazzle. Oh, nice shot by Relics. Cello missing, barely missing a shot at the A. Relics with a kill on the bottom. The kills are going back and forth.
Oh, they're going to force with the smoke. Yell is ready for this, but they go 1 for 1 with Seb. Shandy, the remaining player here for the INTZ side, on 1 versus 2, but his aim is just a little off the mark. And New Identity pick up the 13th. Luckily for INTZ, the max loss plus the bomb plant might... Yeah, should give them the confidence for a buy right here. Yell could pick up pop armor. No glass cannon required. I think that... It almost
Yeah,
be...
you should buy.
Yeah, you should definitely buy.
This
Definitely.
A round loss bonus and, you know, 11 to 13, you gotta try to get as many rounds as possible at this point. And again, New Identity winning every clutch situation so far. Well, pretty much almost every clutch situation on the CT side. These last 2 rounds were huge for New Identity. Now INTZ's push their back against the wall. What is your go-to strat? Yell again. 50 Molotov damage before you even do anything. You gotta work on that molly placement with your foot.
Yeah, that really hurts. I mean, he's like, what, 3-shottable now with AUG, even from far range?
Let's see, how much cells does he have? He has 52? Yeah, about 3 shots.
What are the chances the SG or
one
the AK get a
headshot,
1-tap before the AUG can hit 3 times in the chest? Or, I mean, 1-tap in the head as well, right? Obviously.
One tap in the head. They're zoomed in. They got the AUG, the easiest gun in the game. You'd have to aim near their head. It's going to be a headshot.
Magnetic bullets?
Yeah, pretty much. The head's the size of balloons.
Relic, nice pick. That's the opera counter. Now they don't really have any way to combat long range except the SG. So I mean, New Identity have put themselves in a pretty good spot. Oh, I thought he was about to show me a new nade or something. Damn it. That would have been sick.
I love to learn new nades. That's why I like watching some of these matches. You know, you always learn something.
For sure.
Usually.
Yeah, angles, certain needs.
Oh, this is wall of smoke towards A, but with 4-on-5 situation. Let's see if INTZ can break this wall of a bomb site.
Now they're starting to flood in. The flashes are coming in, but it might be just a little too late. Dazzle is able to get one. Janji's still alive, but he can't finish off Cello. So things actually are tied up, and now through the smoke. What the heck was that, Cello? And I think it's just a save they're abandoning. They want to save all their money. Wrath still has a lot of money in the bank. They could pump out pretty much a full purchase in the next round if Wrath stays alive. Seb needs to stay alive as well. INTZ, they've managed to hold on without giving away the 14th on the board. It's been a little dicey.
Greedy there by Alex. A little, like, he shouldn't have spammed through the smoke, try to hit the bomb plant. Obviously, I mean, who expects someone to get spammed through smoke? But point being is, it'd be better not to shoot in that situation because they're low in numbers. I mean, they have 3 people left alive. All you really need to do is get one guaranteed kill. If the T's know where you're at, they know the opera's bank, they can play around that, they can adjust, they can spam, they can do whatever. You can't do anything. So in those situations, I would have preferred Relics not to spam and shoot and try to, you know, get that surprise op kill. Oh goodness, off there. But it has to be a kill. It can't just be a shot. Then they kind of gives it away.
Okay, fair. Now Rath's cash flow is bank investments have finally paid dividends, and he's supplied the whole team with weaponry. He is the plug.
He's sponsoring his own team.
Yeah. Weapons dealers Wrath.
They're not no denial. He's gonna pay him off. Ugh.
Anyways, new identity, 13 to 12. This is their final investment. If they fall, INTZ might actually take the lead here towards the later end of this game. So far, it seems both teams are now starting to play a little bit reserved. I think the pressure's starting to settle in a little bit here.
Yeah, indeed, INTZ. We haven't really seen much change of pace. They usually go with really super slow style is their MO. They just love to go super slow, but new identity every round they're picking off INTZ, especially Relics with the AWP has been kind of a thorn in their side when Wrath isn't killing all of them. It's Relics taking the shot here and there and putting them in awkward spots. Maybe a little more fakes, maybe a little, you know, start fast then go slow. Maybe you know, go slow then go fast. Just change up the pace just a little bit more. It might work out in favor of INTZ.
And Dazzle just got pincered inside the connector. Now, they spotted him last second repositioning, and that's how they knew he was in there, but he gets a dink off, and at least he's done some damage, but still a man advantage and a massive, pretty much like vision deny here from a new identity with Dazzle falling in connector. Now they have no idea what INTZ's up to. Not only that, but they don't really have anyone in position to move to gain ground or find information, so they're just stuck gambling towards B site.
Indeed, you only have Janji here in this A bomb site. INTZ's making their way up. Wall of smoke still. No rotation from new identity. Looks like they just might save out at this point. Gamble stack does not work in their favor.
Oof, that was awkward.
And the round's probably 13-13.
No, absolutely. Yeah, they're already posturing for the save. That was so awkward there for Janji. He didn't really know who to look for. Does he go for the bomb planter? Does he go for the guy in truck? Like he had no idea who to choose.
It was actually it was a really awkward setup by new identity. They had Dazzle and connector, which is sometimes good, but you do want some of your teammates to be in the area, maybe a water push as a CT to kind of help out the connector, because it's like one of the most common strats on this map is to pinch and clear out connector. Because you know there's so many angles you can do it from, and so it's usually a safe bet as a T. If you're there by yourself as a CT, you have no help from party, no help from water. You better hit 3 kills if they're there. Otherwise, it's just you just give away a kill. You know, I mean, it was a 4-on-5 because Dazzle was just by himself. So maybe they need to rethink that strategy or that specific strat. Be a little more team oriented.
Yeah, I think Dazzle and connector was kind of like the Joker player. He was like the X factor, right? MP9, and if he goes 1 for 1 in con, not a big deal. But yeah, him falling without a kill, that really hurts. But now INTZ, they're fully weaponed up. SGs, AKs, ops, full utility. I think this might be one of the first times they've actually managed to get their economy into a decent territory on the T side. On the other hand, new identity is struggling. They're on the economic struggle bus. They at least have kits there, so we can't complain about that.
We got 4 kits. You know, maybe they could get a couple more utility. I'm just saying get 1. I'm just saying at least get 1. Okay, just get.
There is a such thing as overly investing in kits, I think.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to have 4 or 5 kits. You don't need it. If you have 16K, go ahead. But like 2 kits, at least 1 for each bomb site, or in a smart spot where if you die, a teammate can pick it up. You know, stuff like that.
Now, Yell might be the first victim in this bathroom setup, Erik. Relics is there with AWP. He's going to find KNG from the side. That's the first. The swing comes out, but Relics is just too fast and too quick right now for INTZ. They have no way to deal with Relics. They can't stop his op.
No, their space. INTZ spacing is way off on these slow strats. There's no time to exchange the kills. You're just wide swinging by yourself. Where's your teammates to kind of back you up? Or, you know, the opera takes half a second to, you know, reload that bullet in its gun. You have to take that time to exchange a kill, or at least get some kind of map control in the process. You've done neither.
Oh, no. I think, wait, this is the most confusing round ever. There's 7 seconds left on the clock. They have to force it down. Dazzle's on the flank instantly already. He's tapping away. He gets the bomb planter, and that's it.
Oh, my goodness. What a save by that.
What?
Dazzle right there. It was literally a couple milliseconds before the bomb was about to be planted.
You know what the worst part about that round for INTZ was? The player that was in bathrooms that heard Dazzle had the bomb. So he literally couldn't fight Dazzle even if he wanted, because otherwise if he died with the bomb there, it would have been round over regardless. So he had to abandon Dazzle knowing he was on the flank. And not only that, but he could have killed him earlier and chose not to.
Yeah, it's that's a problem. That's one of, again, INTZ. They're super slow, and there's a lot of times where they're saving on T side. Already 3 times this half. 3 times that they've saved out because they ran out of time, because they're going too slow. They're not getting map control, and they're getting picked off while going slow. You got to change something up. Yeah, this has been a problem for months for these guys. They can't just keep doing the same thing.
Right. Something's got to give. No identity, though. They're in a really good spot. They have a decent amount of money in the bank. If they drop this one, they actually might be on the eco. KNG looking for his first victim. Relics barely dodges the bullet, but now the remaining players are looking to scrim through the smoke. They go 1 for 1, but Relics is there to answer back once again.
Once again, Chell's going to try to find this kill on Relics. Relics does hear him right next to him. Going to peek. He does peek. He does headshot, but Cello finishes the kill with 1 HP on Maleko. And now all 3 players from INTZ grouped up by this divider bathroom area. New Identity has a pretty good setup in this A bomb site, 2 players. But they do get smoked off. John G, he's going to push through the smoke. Little off angle.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Ooh,
I wonder if that's a missed smoke or if that's on purpose.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, Chanji, that is so sick. He gets 2 kills on that. KNG now left alone with 12 seconds left on the clock, and time appears to always be a problem for the INTZ side on this T side. And now it's just KNG in the open between 2 players with little time left, and it is New Identity coming out on top, and they have secured overtime. 15-13 map point. 2 chances here for New Identity to close this off before playoffs. It's going to be a...
That's the first time out? Are you kidding me?
Dude,
come on, guys. Don't you guys have coaches?
Erik, don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
Where's their coaches? Where's this? Aren't they a professional team? Where's their coach? Call timeout. You have your 4 timeouts. You use it the first time on the 29th round. What is wrong with you?
I have this rule that if my team loses 4 or 5 rounds in a row, I'm taking a timeout insta.
It's good. That's a good rule to have. Maybe even 2 or 3. Depends. You have timeouts. Use it. I'm overly critical.
Me too, man. No, it's you don't have to apologize. It's what you watch my VODs. I literally talk about this every single time. They have 4 timeouts, 4 1-minute timeouts. Just take them, even if you just take it to go drink water. Just use it to go drink water.
Yeah. Okay. You know, reset, ice the kicker. You know,
Seriously,
sometimes
man.
you have to. In these matches, emotions are high. People want to win, so they're trying their best. And you know, things get emotional. You got to reset. You got to reset the emotions for the next.
Yeah, and sometimes like when you keep getting killed by the same person, you start to almost tunnel vision on him, right? You want to you just keep focusing on killing that player specifically. That you just need that timeout to just get out of the trap, get out of the box, right?
Get out of the box.
But now this
Get
look
out
at
of
the
the box.
look at the purchase here for INTZ. It's a double CZ, a Galil for KNG, limited on utility. And they have enough to make any execute work, whether they choose A or B. Not a big difference, but the weaponry here, the firepower difference, that's rough. What's in the box?
I was actually thinking that when you said that. I was thinking it. It's always every time someone says that's gonna pop in.
Never change, chat. Never change. I love all of you.
One pop flash come from INTZ. Oh, look at that. There's a good exchange. Can they keep it up though throughout the whole strat? They are. All 5 of them are by the short sand area. It looks like they're going to continue with the A smokes, but guess what? New Identity is ready. They are ready for an A attack.
Here it is. Smokes, flashes, Molotovs are all raining in now for the INTZ side. Relics is peeking out from the right side of default. He could find a kill, but the Molotov is right under his feet, and that's actually going to save a couple of the INTZ players' lives. Dazzle,
Oh my
he's
goodness.
still here. The flashbangs are coming in late. Destiny finds the opening frag. Dazzle's able to answer back, but there's so much damage dealt here by the INTZ side. Dazzle is still alive. He finds himself a second, and he's using the smokes perfectly. Seb eventually comes in on the support. Dazzle goes for another duel, brings Cello down to 4 HP, and I think INTZ might just be abandoning the A site. They're going towards B, but I think New Identity gets her faster. It's a race to the bomb site.
Yeah, CTs can rotate way quicker than Ts can on this map, and Seb's already posted up. This is not good for INTZ. 10 seconds left. They have to rush into the bomb site. Seb misses the shot, though. And he's brought down 7H. Yeah, we'll get the kill and rest. Oh, my. If INTZ wins this round, what a blunder by New Identity.
This is an absolute brawl. Now, Seb is one shot from death. 17 HP. He has to play this out flawlessly. He finds a wounded Cello from earlier, and it's down to a 1 versus 1. He has an idea where Yell is. He was spotted earlier. He has a kit, but he has no utility to flush him out. And he goes for the stick. Does he stick all of it? Oh! Oh! Dude, my legs and my butt were clenched. Oh, my lord.
Oh, I can't believe INTZ won that round. New Identity had that in the bag. Seb just had to hit one of his bullets. I think one guy had like 10 HP. Just one bullet. Doesn't matter if you got the kill. Doesn't matter if you got the bomber or not. As long as you got that one kill, they would have won the match.
Right. And even if, like, you remember when Wrath was pushing on the bridge? If Seb just held heaven for that short repeat, I think he would have probably got the trade and won right then and there.
Yeah, there's a couple things you could have done differently. Yeah, INTZ gave you chances. They gave you chances to win the round.
Wow, dude. 10 seconds when they got on site, Erik. 10 seconds. 10.
It's hard to if you watch, like, if I was New Identity and say they lose or something, they watch that match, you're gonna look back at that round and be like, oh god,
for sure.
That's where we lost.
For sure.
Well, not where they lost, but
I mean, mind you, you have to remember they had what, 3 players on the A defenses initially, and they got 1 for 3. That's that's not a really good statistic right then and there. I mean, it's rough for the A defenses. You should at least went 2 for 3, the minimum, I think.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a fake from INTZ. Are you capable of a fake? Are we going to see a wall of A smokes fake into B take?
They need water control
really
for that.
They could.
And they seem like they're going for it. That could be the case.
See if they can do it.
Man, look at the purchase for New Identity, though. I mean, it's, what, 2 SMGs, double hand cannons, CZ, no kits, 2 smokes remaining. No what, 4 flashes total? Oh, man, that's... Yikes.
Yeah, they're definitely on the back foot here. Very low every... And INTZ, they have 4 people towards this long A. Relic here is going to try and flash and take a peek. He does get 1 blind, but he probably didn't expect 4. But he still gets a kill on King.
Relic holding it down, not willing to let go of bathrooms without a fight, but he eventually gets cleared out. Now INTZ have some breathing room towards the A site at the very least. Players and player presence here for New Identity is coming up the connector. They're sending Dazzle in on the flank through Con. Jonji's made his way back into the bathroom, so if they decide to go towards short bathrooms, that could be a problem. And if they decide to rotate back towards B, I think Jonji will hear that as well. Actually, no, he's, I think, too far now. Oh, this is so awkward. Dazzle's flanking A. They're going down connector. They've completely yin-yang. They have Shandy already on the B site. He's calling that it's clear. Dazzle is going to spot 3 players. Oh. Oh my god, he knows. They know.
Oh boy, he knows now. Now here comes a call. New Identity is trying to reverse a nice flank by Dazzle. He gets a kill before he could get killed. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Wrath taking out the kill on Yell and Zan, taking out Seb. The 2-on-1. They know Wrath is at the flank. He gets chunked down, which the HE, and this looks dire straits for Wrath. He has no kit. He does have a smoke though. He can make something work, but it's the time is against him.
Yeah, this is tough, and it doesn't seem like they're giving up control of pit either. They're holding it down with 2 players. So if Wrath doesn't play this out well, if he doesn't assassinate the first player instantly, that will be a trade. Bomb tap comes out, and oh, I don't know if the I don't know if the 10-second stick was the play right there, but I think he's very little hope for him in that.
Maybe he had a kit. Could have been a 5-second play. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Now we go into OT. A win in New Identities just slips through their hands.
Right.
Ugh.
That was so close. They had every winning condition right there in the what? It was what, 15-13 when they threw their winning condition away?
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
But new half, new you. You got to push that aside, regroup, and just do what's been working. Have Wrath kill everybody, and then Relics get those early picks. Good combination.
So many flashes coming in towards the A side. Everyone's disoriented. Now, mind you, Janji's up close and personal towards Long. He could find a destiny right here, and he will. No trades coming out yet. Kenji's incapable of trading just yet. Relics gets a tag off. Dazzle from Connector chimes in as well, and suddenly this round is looking like a sweep for New Identity.
I like that CT side a little better. You had Dazzle in the connector, and he had support from people that were towards either the bathrooms and keeping distraction on party. Just a little better than what the previous time where Dazzle's all alone. So nice adjustment by New Identity. And now they just kind of have to just sit and wait. They got 5-on-3 situation. You don't really have to do anything crazy. Just hold bomb sites. Make them plant the bomb if you have to. John G trying to find information gets picked off. That's what you don't want to do right now. And Relics get the kill on King Vito.
Oh, it's 2-4.
Oh.
Okay, so 4 players alive. First round for New Identity. It's 1 of 3.
Strong. Very strong seat.
For sure. And I guess that's one of the things about overtime is you can at least mentally reset. You're not financially stressed out. Your money's good. It's an MR3, 16K. First to 4 out of 6 rounds is the victor. And of course that means full ops, full weaponry, all 3 rounds on each side.
Triple op, let's go. Just almost getting picked off right there. Relics has been actually really good with the early picks on his AWP. Actually, it was Dazzle who took the shot. Drops off back to Relics. Now, pretty standard setup from the CT side. Nothing crazy. Passive. 2B, 3A. Or 3B2.
Yeah, pretty standard things coming out from INTZ. Slow, methodical clears towards Long. At least they're getting a move on this time. A little bit of step in the hop. Is that the saying? Hop in the step.
What? I don't know. Could be.
Means they're moving faster, okay? That's all I'm trying to say.
Maybe
Flashbang comes out. Wrath! Oh, okay. That's like one of the cool things about having Wrath on your team. You just support him and he'll do the work for you.
Yeah, just throw a flash for him. Be a good pop flasher for your teammate. Oh, y'all doesn't see him cross the light. Maybe he did. Did not see him because Dazzle is around the corner, shoots him in the back, and now form to New Identity with superb positioning, flank opportunity, stack.
Nice.
Janji taking out Cello, and it's up to King Vito. What do you do? You have to hit every single shot. You don't hit one, you lose the round. New Identity running away on this OT so far.
Yeah, 2-0 so far. It's a job well done. Now INTZ, of course, they still have money, so no issues there. Although they are their last straw, but it doesn't really matter. Here we go. Quad Augs. I like it. It's so hard to battle against Augs unless you're like super well positioned or in well spaced, I think. I mean, it seems to be like the biggest thing here for INTZ.
watch Molly from New Identity. Gotta go back to the server, practice that. Dazzle again. He's in a forward position by himself, gets picked off. So at least 2-3 times I've seen him do this match. If I was his coach, I'd be like, hey, settle down, dog. You don't need to be finding information every single round. Choose and pick your battles.
Yeah, the thing that's weird about the death from Dazzle, not that I disagree with it completely, but it leaves Relics kind of in an awkward situation where he can't really play that passively. He kind of has to contest in some way or another, but I think he is going to give it up, and I think the rotations are, and the movement is being heard on sand, so numbers are arriving here shortly for New Identity. INTZ looking to make the hit now.
Oh, Relics in such an awkward spot. Oh, he's hiding in the smoke. Do it! Why are you there if you're not gonna do it?
Oh, this is awkward. 1-for-1. Trey's on the site. Seb's on a big dueler here on the flank. He needs to find Shen quick, but he's not able to. Shen with a nice shot. Now, suddenly, the Postman's looking a little bit worse for wear for New Identity in a 2 versus 4. Relics and Wrath trying to do what they can. The flash and the positioning is just a little too strong for INTZ right now, but Wrath is able to answer back. He still has time if he can eliminate both these players, but KNG not missing the opportunity this time around, and it is 17-16, 2-1. Wrath approaching that 4-bomb. Nuts.
40 kills, which is very possible. Depending on this next half of the OT, looks like it's gonna be a little quick tech timeout. The PC has crashed on INTZ.
Yeah, can we get a ping check as well? Is Cello playing on... Yeah, Cello's playing from
150
Brazil,
ping.
and he's in the middle of the pack in terms of fragging. That's not a good statistic.
Yeah, it's not good. 150 ping. I wonder why he's down there and his team is not there. Oh well, I guess we'll... If everyone knows the story, let us know. Why is Cello playing in Brazil? Let me know. Let us know. I would like to know.
I feel
Wouldn't
like this
you
isn't
like
the
to know?
first... I would like to know, actually. Not really sure. Visa issues? Like the only thing I can think of.
Maybe so.
Getting harder and
Always.
harder to come to America, man.
Oh yeah, especially from South America. They just, for some reason, don't want to give out visas. I wonder why. Because Trump is crazy. Just kidding. Am I? Let's not get political.
No, yeah, I was gonna say no.
Let's not get political.
Yeah, we can't enter the realm of politics.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
We're here for frags and action, where dreams are made and losers are also out.
King Vito.
I hear everyone say his name KNG. Does he go by King?
I don't know. I just said King Vito. I thought it meant King Vito originally. I thought it meant King. Yeah, I thought his name meant King Vito originally, but maybe it's KNG. I call him King Vito. It's just easier to say than KNG all the time.
For sure.
King Vito. KNG.
King Vito sounds pretty badass, I have to say.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better than
He sounds like the villain of a
the villain
Daredevil
of the
version. It's kind of like
world.
Kingpin, but
There you
King
go.
Vito.
King Vito, yeah.
He's been dominating the
like-
streets for the last 20 years. Now New Identity is here to stop his reign. Yeah, I think we're losing our minds, Eric.
It's alright. OT games sometimes do that to...
This is only the first map, and this is, again, New Identity's map pick. HLTV was incorrect in its first post. This is, in fact, New Identity's pick, not INTZ. They've picked Mirage. Nuke is the decider. I really want to see Nuke as a decider. That sounds fun.
Yeah, Nuke is... I love playing Nuke and watching Nuke. Just seeing different strats and techniques. It's one of those maps where you kind of have to be a little looser but structured in the same time, if that makes sense, where a lot of stuff relies on lurk timings in some ways. And if you have a team that's really good on lurk timings, T-side is a really fun map.
You're referencing Nuke, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
did I
yeah.
say Nuke or did I say something
No, I
else?
know you did. I just wasn't 100% sure. No, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And like,
Like you could, there's a lot of play still underutilized on that map because it's still not as played as much. I mean, it's being played a lot more than it has been in a long time, but still, there are things that you can still work with, like hot lurkouts and
mhm,
stuff like that, which is, it's risky. But if you set them up, if you condition the
right,
other team to do something, it can work really, really well. And I
for
like to
sure.
see that plays.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that actually. It's more like intuitive playing versus like structured playing, right? Like, yeah, everyone has an idea of when to go and kind of a good understanding of the timing. But I think you're absolutely right. I think that's where INTZ will probably shine the most. Like, if you see like how they're approaching Overpass, they're kind of doing it the same way, except Overpass
Yeah,
isn't as forgiving in terms of
yeah.
dynamic play. Because if you want to go B, you're coming through a choke and monster, not really possible. You're coming through a choke in water, not really possible, unless you have like superb timing or you found the opening kills. But
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely right.
it's a lot more difficult on maps like Overpass because the oppers can hold so many different angles, and like slow peeking walking everywhere is
Mm-hmm.
just, if I'm opping, please just slow peek every angle. Please do it to me if I'm
Yeah,
opping. I love when people slow peek angles on me.
for
And
sure.
so that's some of the struggle you see with INTZ. They're always slow for the most part, always slow. And so oppers, if you know that, it's safe to take a shot and then have a teammate pop flash and you run away, because I mean the entire CT side we saw Relics get a pick almost every other round with his AWP, and there's no answer from INTZ. They just got the
Oh
pick and like,
no.
oh yeah, let's just, yeah, what happened?
I have some good news and some bad news.
Okay, what, do the bad news first.
Bad news is an update just came out 5 minutes ago.
Ooh.
So I think we might be on a pretty extended technical break right here. If it
Oh,
takes
he's
a, is
back.
he back?
He's back.
What? He's a magician.
He's in.
Wait, did he roll his game back? He must have, right?
You could, can't you?
Yeah,
Sure you
you,
can.
pretty sure you can. But the AUG just got nerfed.
The AWP.
The
You say
AUG,
AWP. Oh, AUG.
the
What they
AUG, reduced
what
rate
they
of
nerf?
fire on it and reduced scope and scoped accuracy.
Oh, I saw some Twitter posts the other day about reducing the rate of fire on the AUG. Now, is this AUG and SG or just AUG?
No, it only says AUG here.
That's kind of lame.
Slightly reduced rate of fire, reduced accuracy while unscoped. Sorry, not scoped. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's a little bit too strong unscoped. Okay. Wonder how that'll come into play. I guess we'll find out the specifics of that. But let's get back into this. It is 2-1. New Identity is leading the half. And now the second half has begun. 2 rounds here for New Identity for a win, 1 for a tie, 3 for INTZ straight. This has to be a flawless half right here on the defense if they want the win right here, right now.
Yes, indeed. And I think he did a really cool move towards that monster area with AWP. I've not seen that one, at least in that spot. They did a run head boost from monster, so they couldn't see
The
anyone
cross?
cross if
Mm-hmm.
there's a guy post up. I don't see that at all really from many teams. So good positioning play.
I just gave him Monster for free.
Yeah, this is a huge tell. This is a good move for INTZ to get this information with that boost. New Identity might get picked off here if they're not aware of the monster push.
Oh, is Janji? I think Janji's holding for it. Oh, the flash
what
is
a
so good.
flash! Are you kidding me?
That was a sick flash. Shello just capitalized off that perfectly. A 2-man advantage at 45 seconds left, less than 45 seconds left on the clock. New Identity pretty much has no choice but to hit the A site, but there's so much player presence here for INTZ. I just don't see this being a success. Wait. Okay, maybe not.
Nope, the exchange from Yao feeling right now with AWP. Almost taking out Wrath. Wrath taking out Yell in that bomb site. 3-on-1. New Identity in trouble here. INTZ in such a great spot. The bomb's being planted. They hear it. Oh my goodness, wait, though.
Wrath!
No, not again.
Destiny's creeping on him. He knows Wrath is wounded. He's starting to advance one step at a time. He knows exactly where Wrath is. Wrath is just trying to play it out. He goes for the peek, but Destiny's already there, and he gets shut down. Wrath almost making the impossible work, man. That was so close.
That was so close, and almost the round stolen by the heroic play of Wrath. But He will fall a little short. INTZ will take that round. And we saw that last round, double op setup. I think that's one of INTZ's stronger setups on CD side in general. Yell he was the main opper on Luminosity way back in the day. That was his role opping. Now they gave it to King Vito. And so it's good to see Yell bring out that op. I think he needs to do it more. They need to do it more.
I'm surprised they came with such a dominant round win and chose not to run the double op again. That's a little curious, but
maybe they're thinking New Identity will try to adjust with some smoke execute play or whatnot. Double up setup can be super strong, but if you have a really good smoke execute, it makes it really difficult for teams to retake bomb sites when you have 2 off. So maybe it's you know, try to play it safe. Who knows?
Chat, no spoilers in the chat, please. I will ban you.
Oh.
First time.
Are you saying spoilers, meaning that the game's already over?
I actually don't know the outcome. I don't want it spoiled for myself. Here we go. Destiny's burning alive on top of the barrel, but the smoke does come in at the perfect time. Seb is able to eliminate Destiny. There is a response back from Cello, but now the smokes and flashes are raining in here for New Identity. The support is there. They have utilities to try to hold back the defenses, but Janji, that might have just done it. Yeah, they're ready for everything that INTZ's throwing at them right now. And it's all down to KNG. King Vito himself. He's ran the streets. But this might be too much for him to handle.
Too much indeed. He's going to have to die right there. New Identity with a B smoke execute. Really just overpowering INTZ in the bombs. You've got to hit your shots and peek together in order really to stop and execute like that.
I think that's the second time we've seen a triple men on the defense without a single entry. I think the only entry that came in was the trade onto Seb after. But man, that's rough.
Is indeed. It looks like we have 2 players from INTZ with the bomb going in connector. 3 players in connector. This is a little different. Zan here though is on the other side of the smoke. INTZ or New Identity choosing to wait the smoke out. You know, no need to risk it right now. You have plenty. Oh, Zan might get timed right here.
Oh.
No way he gets the headshot, but 1 HP on Wrath. That is a miracle. Kiss your lucky charms. As we see New Identity taking over this playground area. INTZ, though, playing a little passive. They had 3 people stacked B for a quick moment. They will readjust. As King Vito is trying to find information in the short bathroom.
Time is ticking. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's starting to look like INTZ on the T side now. KNG's holding down the bathrooms with the op. If they continue slow walking, that should be an easy pick for him. He's playing a barely of a sliver right here. Relics walks right into the AWP. KNG still holding strong. Now the smokes and flashes, I imagine, that are coming here from New Identity will be blinding them temporarily. KNG misses uncharacteristically, but Wrath and Dazzle are able to find 2 kills off that. And suddenly the A site's open for business. Destiny and Cello on the rotate. But smokes are there to block them off. If they decide to force through, that could be problematic. Cello comes, or excuse me, Destiny comes to the perfect time, but he is traded out. And it's all down to Wrath. And is not missing a single shot. He breaks the 4 bomb as well. He goes 42 and 17. How do you die 17 times in a 36 round game?
Well, if you have a little correlation, every time he died, it looks like, I mean, the CDs have 17 rounds. And he's died 17 times. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Maybe not. But great play. Great, I guess, composure at the end there from New Identity. Taking the win. From INTZ. INTZ, there's so many close rounds where you thought they had it, especially that last round. If KNG hit that up shot, may have gone to second overtime. You just don't know.
Absolutely. I think his teammate would have survived as well because the pressure would have been on him and the player side would have probably been able to trade off that as well. But I mean, sometimes that's the way she goes. But again, this is New Identity's map pick. So if I'm INTZ, I just develop goldfish memory. Just forget that first map happened. You have Mirage. That's your map pick coming up next. You're pretty comfortable on Nuke. We've seen them play that many times. I mean, this is, yeah, they dropped the first map, but it's still within the realm of possibilities. But on the other hand, if you're your New Identity, that just gave you a bit of momentum. You're coming off a pretty tight win. They could have closed it off in regulation. Yeah, not a big deal. They still came out with the win at the end. That's all that matters. Wrath is coming in hot, though, and I'm genuinely terrified for INTZ. But the action will resume shortly, guys. The next map's coming up in about 5 minutes or so. Just want to say thank you all for being here. Appreciate your presence. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you haven't done so already, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook for Winners League. Follow the Bears. You could definitely use your follows. Me down here below. Mel could use your follows as well. Hit them up, support them. This is the staff here bringing you guys the action, bringing you guys the content. But we'll be right back in about 5 minutes or so for the second map on Mirage.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by...
They think I'm wearing this.
That's cool. I think I'm high out.
Are you?
Now when I cast, there's no way I can do it when I cast.